Arkansas, there's only one refugee resettlement agency. One of the offices is in Little Rock, the other is in Springdale.
5 News reporter Esther Catro spoke with the organization's executive director about the governor's announcement and the relocation process. She joins us now in the newsroom with more on this. Esther.
Darren and Caitlin, we spoke with Patrick Gallagher, who's the executive director of the Catholic Charities of Arkansas. He says he believes Governor Asa Hutchinson is just being cautious since his role is to protect Arkansans.
Gallagher doesn't believe the governor has much power to keep refugees out of the state because of all the requirements they have to go through to get to the U.S.
I think that he can be politically persuasive, but I think that he doesn't have political power to prevent the federal government from sending refugees to Arkansas.
He says refugees aren't located randomly. They have to have a connection to the state, whether that's through family, friends, or a job. Refugees also have to be referred to be resettled, starting with an application through the United Nations High Commission on Refugees. Then that application goes to the U.S. State Department. From there, they undergo a background check, which can take up to 2 years before they're approved to be relocated to the U.S.
And when people show up at our front door, we don't say, "Are you a criminal?" We don't say, "Are you a Catholic?" We don't say, "Are you free of disease?" We ask, "What do you need?"
Gallagher says Catholic Charities of Arkansas processes about a dozen refugees a year. Over the last 4 years, they've processed 1 refugee from Syria since the civil war there began. But Gallagher says he doesn't believe that person is still living in Arkansas.
Once a refugee comes to the United States and once they land, a refugee resettlement agency or the federal government really has no further control over the people. They're free to move around.
Gallagher says they process refugees from several different countries, including Iraq and Burma. He tells us most refugees are families. Back to you.
All right, Esther, thanks. The Catholic Charities of Arkansas help refugees with employment, housing, and English language classes.